I'm not the kind of person who quits when I lose. I'm just going to keep going until I freaking win, you know, just to inspire other people not to give up, to not quit, that you can do it. Just because you keep failing doesn't mean you're going to keep failing. You will get up, you will win, you will be prosperous, and you will be on the top of that mountain, you know.
Welcome to the Love Your Brand podcast. If you're looking for real conversations with real people, you're the right place. Let's go!
Let's go! I love it. I love it. Welcome, guys, to the Love Your Brand podcast. Let me introduce you to our lovely guest, Miss Crystal the Lovely Van Wyk. She's a professional MMA, Muy Thai, kickboxing, and the BJJ fighter. Recently signing a contract with the BKFC, bare-knuckle Fighting Championship, to add to her already impressive repertoire of skills in the ring, being the first South African female boxer to be signed to bare-knuckle. Although the sport takes a lot of dedication and a massive time commitment in training, God and family always comes first. Lovely wife to her steadfast trainer, Mr. Henty Van Wyk, right here.
Yes.
Mother of two girls and a variety of animals they brought back from South Africa.
Exactly. My fur babies.
So welcome to the podcast, guys. We are thrilled to have you on. I've always been a fan of the sport. You know, just like in marketing, you've got to have a diverse amount of skills to market, to be effective, a holistic approach. Mm-hmm. The same thing with mixed martial arts and martial arts training. You got to be dedicated. Mm-hmm. You got to practice. You got to continue to learn and grow.
It's a mindset.
And it's a mindset thing. And it's the same thing, you know, in business and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So, you know, when that's the first thing, when I hear your story, that's what it really inspires me. So I'm going to pass it to Miss Crystal the Lovely and let her kind of start talking about, you know, her upcoming fight, her next event.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
Very nice to be here, and makes me feel like really happy to be able to do this and, you know, be on your podcast. You know, coming all the way from South Africa with 4 animals, 2 cats and 2 dogs. Obviously, this is the dream for fighting and being in BKFC, being signed to BKFC. I could have fought there because they have a show coming up in Africa. But we wanted to do it here. We wanted to come to America where we started years ago. I mean, I think me and Henty I started my martial arts journey about 9 years ago. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to be here to do this because I feel like this is a pivotal time in our lives. And I've trained really hard, like, for this specific fight. It was in the works for quite a while, actually, back and forth. And me obviously being in South Africa, it was halt off a little bit. But, you know, we literally arrived about 3 weeks ago, and, you know, Jules from bare-knuckle, she was like, okay, Crystal, we're going to make this happen. Can you fight on the 16th of February? So I was like, yes, absolutely. I am so ready for it, you know. So I'm looking forward to bare-knuckle. It's something completely different, obviously. But, you know, coming from Africa, I feel like it's a third world country. We're really tough there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The training's hard. We trained at an old school boxing gym over there, and it was tough. They push you. It's sparring all the time. There's no, like, worrying. Like, they don't care. They just put you in there with anybody, and you're sparring and you're training hard. And, you know, they're the ones who really got me ready for this fight. So I think I haven't fought in about a year, actually. Not because I didn't want to, just because opponents pulling out of fights, etc. But I think that for this specific fight, I'm feeling very ready. I've been training this whole time for it, so I'm excited. I'm excited to feel what it feels like, a knuckle to the face. knuckle on the face kind of thing, you know.
how do you practice?
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you even practice that?
Yeah,
tough one.
I don't think you can practice for it. You can do what you can do, but it's gonna be interesting. It's only 5 2-minute rounds. It's just hands, you know, and hands seem to be my thing these days.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna find that I'm gonna really love it.
And a note, editor, please show some video of Crystal the Lovely's hands, because
We'll have to get some video
She's
from
got-
you.
No
She's
problem.
got-
I got you.
she's got amazing speed, and so we'll send you clips. Awesome. And let's talk a little bit about the fight. It's called Fight Night Prospect, Manasseh, right? That's
Yeah.
the event name. Friday, February 16th, 9 p.m. It's at the Salisbury Center in Manasseh, VA. Go to www.bkfc.com/events. We'll have it in the information to buy tickets and to find out how to watch. It will be available on Fubo Sports. FYI, I know a lot of you cord cutters out there already have it. So that's the information for the fight, gentlemen,
Yeah.
ladies.
Well, it's on my birthday, the 16th
Yeah.
of February.
So
So,
birthday
What?
presents are coming in.
You have to
birthday
win.
present. And we're flying on Valentine's Day, so we're flying on the Wednesday. We're flying out to VA. And then it's all the media stuff. And then the fight night is Friday evening on my birthday. So, yeah, that's going to be a nice birthday gift for me.
Oh,
Absolutely.
happy birthday. That's a lot of pressure. You gotta-
No pressure. I got this. I got that gift. I got that gift for you. Don't
Boom,
worry.
boom, 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 boom. Happy
I'm just going to be in
birthday.
a corner and say,
Happy birthday afterwards.
I'm gonna say, when I'm in a corner, Crystal, it's my birthday. Come on. I'm the birthday boy. You need to perform. No, I'm very confident Crystal's going to take this fight. It's not just the training camp we've been doing, but the whole couple of years training in Africa and South Africa. I think it prepared her for this moment. And sometimes there's moments in life where, this is, you could train, you could do anything you want to do. But I feel it's just her time now to shine, and on a big platform. She's worked hard. She is busy training hard for this fight also. But we're confident that we've got this one in the bag. But besides that, besides the fight, I met Jason. I just need to mention this. I met Jason in the UFC gym about 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And Jason is the guy that really started with Crystal, with us on this journey.
Absolutely.
Jason gave her the fight name.
Yes.
He gave us our, we've got a gym called Battle Room MMA in South Africa, and we had one in America. And so Jason was the chief, aka the chief, was the one that actually supported us and helped us and directed us. And
Day one.
And Battle Room and obviously Crystal, we've impacted a lot of people's lives actually through this, reaching out, and it's been international. It's not just been in America, but in Africa also.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. But anyways, yeah, Crystal, how are you feeling about your fight coming up on Friday night?
I feel good. I feel good. No, I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually fighting my friend. Her name's Crystal too. And we trained together. We were gym twins. Everyone called us gym twins because we look alike and we both the same. And her name's Crystal and I'm Crystal, So, it's a tough one because lately, my last couple of fights, I fought people that I was friends with, but I'm also friends with Crystal, But I think we're both going to put on a good show. One thing I know is that she's going to come to fight. I'm going to come to fight. It's going to be the battle of the crystals. And it's all going to be love and respect no matter what happens in there, And I think it's going to make a great fight. It's a great matchup. I'm looking forward to it.
The BKFC, it's been around a while, and I think we've noticed him talking a lot with Dana White.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So this division per se has really grown as in the last couple years. So I'm excited. I'm excited
Me
to see
too.
where this could
What's gonna
potentially
happen.
lead. And,
Yeah.
Look, BKFC have grown as an organization. They've got big names currently fighting on their card. They've just signed Cyborg. I think they've signed Cyborg, but Cyborg is going to fight Chris Ferreira.
Yeah.
She's the champion. And you've got Mike Perry out there. You had Luke Rockhold. You had Chad Mendes. You had Alvarez.
And then there's
Really
a partnership
awesome.
with Conor McGregor as well.
And now Conor McGregor
that's cool.
is one of the sponsors with his Irish Stout, which I need to try. I don't like Stout, but I'll try it just because it's Conor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I think BKFC have really grown. They have organization in South Africa. They're starting in South Africa now. They've got in Thailand. They also have in the UK, in London.
Yeah.
I think Poland, they've got a show coming up.
Yeah, they're becoming worldwide.
So-
yeah.
Same as the UFC, they are busy, expanding all over the world, worldwide.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And everybody wants to try it. Everybody's like, all the fighters are like, wait, I want to do bare knuckle. I want to
Yeah.
try that,
That's
So it's
awesome.
that like mindset. Yeah.
So Crystal, she has experience in MMA, Muay Thai. She's had several.
How did you start this whole journey? You said 9 years ago, but how did this even begin?
Actually, so like Henty was saying, we were all at the UFC gym. I actually went through like a bit of a depression, moving from South Africa to America that time. And I was, actually my background is group fitness. I was a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor
In South Africa?
in South Africa. So I was teaching classes at the gym. Gym was my life. And obviously leaving all my friends and my family behind, coming to America. We actually came here for Bible school and we're in a university, and I went through a bit of a depression because everything was just different. I missed family and friends, and my kind of purpose was taken away because I wasn't teaching or anything here. And so Auntie said to me, come train at the UFC gym and just that's what you need and that's what you love, just to train. So I was like, okay, cool. I've not done martial arts before, but my husband is a freaking martial arts coach. So let me go train with him a little bit, And I ended up loving it. And then I had people like Jason and people that would encourage me and say, Crystal, you should do this. You do good at this. And I was like, I actually love it. And it helped me overcome my depression. And then Jason and Henty came up with my fight name, and they were like, because I came up with something, I don't know, somebody came up with some name for me. It was like Crystal Light, or I don't know what it was. And they were like, no. And then Jason said, me and Henty came up with this name, and we said like Crystal the Lovely. And I was like, Crystal the Lovely. Okay, I'll run with it. I don't know if I'll keep it, but I'll run with it. And I actually love my fight name. You know how many people have tried to get me to change it, and I'm like, no, I love this, I just feel like 9 years ago, started on this journey.
Actually, she forgets. She started to do, when she was a group fitness instructor in South Africa, she did a program called
Les Mills.
Les Mills Body Combat. And Body Combat
yes.
is a martial arts fitness program,
yeah.
group fitness class that you do. And they do boxing, and she came to me one day and she said, can you help me, teach me how to punch properly?
Because I had to do my exam, you have to basically teach a class, and then they was for me to pass the program.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
so
where she started a skill with punching, and then obviously when we were in America, she came to the UFC gym, started to train. She couldn't do Les Mills. She was depressed. She were very well loved in South Africa. She did really good. She launched Les Mills programs. That was her identity, her program. come to America, she realized, this is not really for me. Going to Bible school, she misses her, what she's done. Sport.
Yeah.
And then she came, and at the UFC gym, I was coaching, and so I just said,
I was
hey.
addicted. I was like, I love this.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome. Now, bare knuckle, in case our listeners haven't heard of it, it's a growing sport. It's really popular. It's growing tremendously. He met with Dana White, UFC. Who knows where this is going? But explain a little bit about bare knuckle fighting. It's essentially all hands. No kicks.
It's going to be 5 2-minute rounds of just hands, no gloves. We've had to do some knuckle preparation, get the hands toughened up a little bit.
Like hitting bamboo trees and
not exactly.
She's currently, what we do is to prep the knuckles. We go on a heavy bag without any gloves. And you need to be careful not to break any bones. But Crystal has been training on the pads, no gloves, on the heavy bag. And a heavy bag. You've been on a heavy bag.
It's tough.
It's so as much as we can, when we do any pad work or bag work, she's got no gloves on, and I don't know we don't know yet if that is the way how you prepare yourself. This
don't even know what it's going to be like.
It's so new. It's like a couple of years that, it's been going, and we're new to this.
Yeah.
So we're not sure if you can prep your knuckles for this. We just do what we can, and
I mean, I always, if I need to learn how to do something, I always take it back to Van Damme. Blood Sport.
Yeah, for
Kickboxer.
real.
Like
back in the streets,
hardcore.
Back to the streets.
Like, do they wrap?
They wrap your hands.
Wrap. You get a wrap.
They wrap your hands. Yeah.
Like we used to wrap, right?
Yeah.
Just a regular wrap, and that's it.
I don't know.
Well, basically what we see is they wrap the hands till just the only part that's open is they wrap it to there, which. The only part that's open is your knuckles then.
Yeah.
This part is probably where all the little bones in your wrists and your support is, so you don't break, but then you just have your knuckles open.
Do you know what's amazing though? I love the feeling of not wearing gloves. Like everything is so much faster. I feel like I can get my freaking little hands in there like much quicker. Like we can't like full on spar bare knuckle, but we do flow spar for bare knuckle, and like just kind of like mimicking certain things, movements or whatever, and like that can get in there very fast. I'm just saying, like
I've seen you shadow box. And your hands are fast. It's like
it could be a little bit faster.
Hey.
I'm working on that.
So look, sparring with Crystal, because Crystal sometimes struggle to spar with self-control, and being husband and wife, like when we spar, I'm like, Crystal, you just connected me. I said flow sparring, not like
oh my god!
I got connected. I'm like the guinea pig.
I also get connected.
And I'm like, and she's much faster in the sparring. It's much faster. It's much more intense. It's
gonna be fun.
Much more in your face, and it's gonna be a good fight, good brawl.
I've got a real quick funny story. Me and my wife, when we were heavy in the MMA, she was like, hey, Jason, let's get headgear. Let's practice. So we go in the garage. And she's like, all right, let's go. She's hitting me. I'm like, babe, I'm like, she said, come on. What if I want to spar? I said, okay, I'm going to give you a little tap. And I was like, tap? And she was like,
she cried.
Yeah, I mean, and then that was it. That was the extent. It lasted about 5 minutes.
I've never ever been knocked out. Only one time, and that was by Henty from sparring. That's the first and the last time I've ever been knocked out.
She ran into my hook by accident. And she just
I was like, whoa! So that's what it feels like. No, I don't play games.
But I think there's a lot of therapy in that.
There is,
For
in
sure.
a way.
Couple-
Yeah.
Couples therapy. That's couples therapy. You go
right?
spar.
Right? I love it.
That's
I
funny.
love it. It's also Henty's birthday on the 16th as
Yes.
well. You know, that's a big ordeal.
Yeah.
I've got a nice present for him.
Yeah.
Big
A
win.
W.
Yeah.
You know,
A nice W.
today personal branding is huge. You know, personal branding, you know, that's why you know, the lovely, that personal brand is huge in marketing. You know, it's just
Yeah.
as important as your business nowadays. People look at your personal brand and they associate it with different things. Associate it with your mission, your vision, you know, your fighting, what you're doing in the community. So that's why it's so important to build that personal brand. You know, with
Yeah.
all businesses and
That's
business
true.
and entrepreneurs and brands. Same thing with, you know, the martial arts. You've got to be disciplined in so many areas. That's the same thing with marketing your company and your business. You got to be
Yeah.
disciplined in your social media, in your outreach, in your paid campaigns, in your online visibility, in your grassroots. It's all got to be consistent. It's all got to be singing the same song to truly resonate with your target market. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to build an audience, and you do that being authentic. You know, so I always advise people, just be yourself, be
Yeah.
authentic. You
Yeah.
know, and when you put stuff out there, don't, you know, you've got to have showmanship, you've got to have technical skills, and then when you combine that, that's where you create success.
Oh, I love that. Nice.
So what's your process of marketing for your fight? How do you get yourself out there?
If I'm being honest, I haven't been doing that for myself
Okay.
for this fight. Usually I do, but I think because it's been such a kind of short notice fight for me, even though I know it's been in the works, I've been putting all my focus in training right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm training so much and so hard that I haven't really been able to put the effort into the marketing part. But I feel like I have a lot of people doing that for me right now, in a way. So yeah, I mean, my social media, my Instagram, my Facebook, that's the places you can like keep up to date with what's going on right now, you know. But yeah, I guess
Just social media.
social
usually.
media, yeah.
And her fight is right around the corner. It's 2
Yeah.
weeks from today.
Exactly, yeah.
This will be out next week. So by the time you're listening, ladies and gentlemen, you will have a week to figure out how to go see and all that good stuff.
Yes.
We can't wait to see it and be a part of it.
Yes.
I know you talked to me a lot about some of the stuff you were doing in South Africa. You know, you helped a lot of people through martial arts.
Yeah.
I know you want to continue to help people
Yeah.
through martial arts as well, which I
Yeah.
think is very, very awesome. You want to feel like talking about that a little bit?
Yeah. Look, I think I call it climbing the mountain. So we've climbing the sports mountain, the business mountain, and on top of this mountain, and you get different mountains. You get media mountain, and you get the church mountain, but we've been climbing the sports mountain and business mountain, and on top of this mountain, we found a lot of ego, greed, corruption, self-centeredness, and we felt that we want to, and the only way, we only discovered that the only way you can counter this greed and corruption and self-centeredness and ego, especially in a gym, if you walk in there, there's so much ego involved, it's so self-centered, you know. So we countered this culture that's been ruled by the world through just having a caring and sharing attitude. People would come in and say, "How much do you charge for a class?" We say, "No, it's for free. Just come in," and they were like all confused, you know. And me and Crystal self-funded our gym and, you know, our program that we've done, and it was tough, you know.
Yeah.
But we've put a lot of time and effort in, and then you get people coming in there that wants to lose weight. Some people wants to become fighters. Some people come there and they go through marriage trouble. Some people, like, you know, in gym, you know, people come there to work out and their frustration out. And some people just don't have purpose. They maybe drug addiction or depression or whatever. And we just felt climbing the sports mountain and what we are doing with Battle Room, it helped a lot of people overcome.
Yeah.
And,
It's amazing.
Yeah, and we didn't look at people like everyone as a dollar sign, what we can make out of them. And through that, God provided, to set up this school, to set up what we're doing. Now we do need to prove to the world out there that we need to be on top of the game.
Right.
So that's why Crystal, people say, how can you be a Christian and hurt people, and how can you? But we need to be on top of the mountain to have the influence and the affluence, to make the affluence,
Yeah.
to show the rest of the world that, we can be the best in the world, and we don't have to have a greedy, corrupted, self-centered mindset. We have
Absolutely.
a mindset that is kingdom, which is a caring and sharing attitude,
I think
So,
I think also like Henty threw me into the sport. Like my first MMA fight was after 6 months of training.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, like
Yeah.
that's all. And I actually started with jiu-jitsu. I had no striking at all. So my first MMA fight, I was thrown into the deep end. And so my journey has not been the easiest. It's been very tough. I've taken a lot of losses. Not because I'm not good enough, but because I went against very tough opponents. People had more experience than me, and but all those losses, it made me stronger, and it taught me something very valuable over my journey. I think a lot happened in the last 2-3 years in South Africa where mentally I've overcome a lot, but it's that no quit attitude. It's that fall down, get back up kind of thing. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who quits when I lose. I'm just going to keep going until I freaking win, and just to inspire other people that are on, they're struggling with things in their life, battles. They feel like they want to give up and they just can't go on anymore. And it's to inspire them not to give up, to not quit, that you can do it, that you won't fail. Just because you keep failing doesn't mean you're going to keep failing. You will get up, you will win, you will be prosperous, and you will be on the top of that mountain, And so I think that's the thing that me and Henty want to kind of inspire other people to just not quit and to not give up and to believe in yourself and to know that everything, there's a bigger purpose. It's not only about the fighting or the training. We build like a family environment within we're like the gyms that we've had. We've had this family environment. We've built very close relationships with people, that we actually want to bring over from South Africa, hopefully still. But yeah.
Yeah, we've actually, we went all over the world to go train and coach at the best schools in the world.
Yeah.
And we really humbled ourselves always to go train and learn from other people and other coaches. And I think that defined or developed us where we are now.
Yeah.
And it's not that our program and what we do is not out there. There's many other non-profits and a lot of people that's having the same thing that what we do. But I feel like with any business or any industry, you as a person lead, control that environment. You create your own little culture there. And sometimes we don't know how we do things, we just go in there and pitch up, and we are really led to act on the moment, and we don't realize how it impacts people's lives.
Yeah.
Well, guys, a journey worth taking is never easy, right? Never easy. You're going to have a lot of resistance. And at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. You're going to impact a lot of lives. You're gonna reach your goals, and I'm just a fan. I'm just
Thank you, Jason.
watching the journey. Just being a part of the journey is amazing, because it takes a lot of hard work. Nothing in life is easy that's worth fulfilling.
It's beautiful hearing your story. Amazing what you're doing.
And everybody's gotten so comfortable. They think everything is spoon fed to them.
Right.
Let me do this online. Let me set this up, automate this. Let me work remotely and make $1 quadrillion and not have to work, right?
Right.
And, that mindset's taking over.
Yeah, that's true.
The world. But, to fight, to overcome.
Mm.
You know, that's the true journey of success. That's what
That's
makes
so
it.
well said, Jason.
you know?
True.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so blessed to have you on. We'll show we'll show clips of the fight card because the image is freaking awesome. The crystal and crystal. We'll show the whole fight card.
Oh, cool. I actually haven't seen that.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't.
Look.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very awesome. So I've seen the whole fight card. I've got up to date. February 18th, and the best way that they can stay up to date with you guys is probably your Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
channel.
gonna post everything and keep everybody in the loop of all the details.
So any information if they want to reach out to Crystal or anything else, so that's probably the best platform that you
Yes.
have currently.
Yeah, it's Crystal_Van_
Wyk.
Wyk. Yeah, it's actually Wyk, but it's WYK. So I don't want to. Yeah, it's difficult to explain.
We'll put it up.
Okay.
Yes, and if there's any other additional contact information, we'll put it up as well.
Thank you.
Because I know right now you've got people supporting you in your goals.
Yes.
You've got sponsors starting to come to you. You've got people
Yes.
helping you out with things of that nature. We've got another group involved. So
It's been amazing.
be on the lookout. I feel like it's we're just getting started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Tip of the iceberg.
Tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
And awesome. Well, guys, I know you got to skedaddle. You got
Yes.
things to do.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
It
you
was
so much,
awesome.
Jason.
I love this. This is
Wow.
cool.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jason, for you.
Alrighty. Well, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Cool.
Thanks for listening and joining us on the Love Your Brand podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode, and remember, share the love.